A lot of people have been asking me questions about small businesses and whether or not they're obligated to open their business doors if they receive a knock at the door from law enforcement. And I thought that would be a good opportunity to do a quick video on this because it seems like a topic that people are concerned about. Obviously, we're all doing things differently nowadays because we have to. Most of our businesses have been shut down, including our law firm. So my podcast and videos look and sound a little different right now. But with that said, it's still my hope that I can provide good content to my listeners, to my readers, to my clients about things that are important to them. So I want to talk about whether or not a small business, if they choose to operate, whether or not they're obligated to open their door if they receive a knock at the door from a police officer or state police or FBI or some government agency demanding to be let in. Well, it's important to understand that just because there's a COVID shutdown doesn't mean that your constitutional rights go away. Now, people may not believe that, but all the constitutional protections that you had prior to this outbreak still exist. So if we look at it from that standpoint, and we look at it from the standpoint of small business, the right to privacy, that still exists. A person has an expectation of privacy in their home or place of business. So when it comes to law enforcement coming at your door and asking to be let in or ask to speak with you or search the premises, you're under no obligation to let them in. And that's a very strong constitutional protection under Pennsylvania law, under New Jersey law. Also, obviously, the U.S. Constitution. In Pennsylvania, it's Article 1, Section 8. In New Jersey, it's Article 1, Paragraph 7. And under the U.S. Constitution, it's the 4th and 14th Amendment. So those are the protections that are in place. So if law enforcement comes and asks to come into your property, you're under no obligation to let them in, answer the door, unless they have a warrant. If they have a warrant, well, then everything changes. Remember that warrantless searches of premises, home, place of business, are considered and presumed to be illegal, while the warrantless searches of vehicles are different, as I've stated in previous articles, in podcasts, in videos. There's a different expectation of privacy in your vehicle versus your home or place of business. Now, with regards to the COVID shutdown, there are other ways that government, state, local, and federal government can enter your premises, and there's an exception to the illegal search and seizure protections under the Constitution, and that's for administrative searches. So what I'm referring to is searches done by, or inspections done by agencies such as L&I, the Health Department, the FDA, the LCB. All these agencies have the ability to enter your premises as a condition of your operation. And if you refuse to let them in, they can shut you down. And again, those type of searches are different. You have to understand that there's a law enforcement search for the purpose of prosecution or to possibly arrest somebody, but those searches are different than what I'm talking about here would be administrative searches. So keep those in mind. Understand that if government agents enter your property and search it, you're under no obligation to make statements to them. I would highly encourage you not to make any statements. Don't say anything. Contact your law firm. If you need to speak to us, we are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 215-755-9000. That's a direct line to our law firm. Someone is there to answer it for you. Finally, never give consent to enter or search your premises. Once you give consent, if you had any constitutional protections, and there are some protections even for administrative searches, which I'm going to do a blog article on, never give consent to enter or search or give a statement. Once you do that, your constitutional protections for the most part go away. Now, there's things that we can do as attorneys to deal with that, but you've made the case that much more difficult. So that's just what I want to say today. I know it's a short video. I hope you're all doing well and staying healthy during this difficult time. Most of us are just trying to get through this process, and hopefully we will come back stronger. I look forward to seeing you soon back in the office when we get back in and things get back to normal. As you know, courts in Pennsylvania are shut down until the end of April, April 30th. And hopefully after April 30th, things open back up. But courts are open in Pennsylvania and New Jersey for emergency hearings. I've appeared at several already, and I'll appear at more next week. So please know that if you are arrested, you have the right to counsel. Please contact a lawyer. Don't assume that your bail is going to be reasonable, because I've already had at least one case where we had to file an appeal in order to get the bail down from $1 million down to $60,000. So again, please hire a lawyer. Don't follow Google or just some rumor that you're reading about on the internet. Thank you.